Whereas it would take several years to turn around time for people to go home. They were going home. Maybe after one, I was there about 4 years. Maybe the turnaround time was 3 or 4 months. And so it's essentially, that's what I did, just work on myself. Yeah. So, whereas they didn't have any kind of work program, we started doing things like making cookies. That was a wonderful project. Can you imagine? Supposedly, all these crazy people making cookies, yeah? But making cookies, polishing shoes, washing cars, things that nobody ever thought of doing. And I didn't plan it. It just did it. I didn't go, well, let's see whether we can do something, make new jobs. It didn't happen that way.
So what? I'm sorry.
And then no one could leave this unit without a physician's signature. But maybe, I don't know, a year or two down the road, we were able to have a jogging program, tennis program. Yeah. But I didn't do anything. I just was clean on myself and just kind of watch and then be awed by what God can do. Huh? Wow, I should do more cleaning, huh? Instead of being annoyed and irritable. Yeah. Certain people would end up certain staff would come on the ward and the ward would go crazy. I would notice that, so I would clean with that, as opposed to, I notice when Mrs. What's-Her-Name comes, everybody goes crazy. Oh, what's going on in me when Mrs. What's-Her-Name shows up? And I worked on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And does this go to past lives, or do you not deal with past lives?
I don't deal with that sort of stuff. I just deal with memories. What's going on in me that I'm experiencing this? Yeah. Now, there may be those things, that'll come up, but I'm more interested in just targeting what's going on in me data-wise that I'm experiencing you. So if I'm experiencing you, however, 11 million of which I'm not even aware of that I'm experiencing you, I'm willing to do the cleaning because I'm clueless. Absolutely clueless. Yeah.
Have you, Dr. Hew Len, had the experience of setting your intention to do cleaning on a situation? Say someone who was, within yourself, someone came in front of you who was terminally ill, and you did some cleaning within yourself, but the person still died. Have you had the experience?
I don't know what you're talking about. This notion about intention, again, is a concept that's just database. Nobody has intentions. This notion, I mean, the people who make a lot of money don't intend to make a lot of money. They just do because there's some data in them that creates it. But to claim that, say how good I am, but you look at the financial situation. The people who are supposedly good wrote all these books. Well, we're finding out they were otherwise. So I don't, the notion of intention is foreign to me. I don't know what that means.
Okay, maybe I'll use a different word then. Have you been in a circumstance?
All the time.
Where someone makes
all the time.
And so...
All the time. I just came back from Japan. I had this woman come up to me, and little lady, and beautiful lady. She said I had been diagnosed as having terminal cancer. I'm going to be dead in 3 months. And so I just did a cleaning. She came up, she looked at me, she hugged me. As I hugged her, I did the cleaning. But listen, I'm not God.
Sure.
But I mean, I'm not God. I'm not here to save anybody. That's the divinity's job, not mine. Mm-hmm. My job is to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Mm-hmm. I'm not here to act as God to say, well, if I clean, I can save you. I don't do that.
Can you tell us more specifically what you did within yourself when that woman with cancer showed up?
Yeah.
What did you clean within yourself?
Yeah, so I said, as I was hugging her, I said to the divinity, thank you for giving me this opportunity for this lady to come up so that I can look at myself. What's going on in me that I would like to make amends for? And so I said to the divinity, I'm sorry for whatever's going on in me, and there are specific cleaning tools I use that are unique to me. But basically, I'm asking divinity, I'm sorry, please forgive me for whatever's going on in me, that this woman should show up in my life, experiencing her saying to me, I've been diagnosed. Now, one of the things I had to work on, because I just had to work on this whole judgment about somebody saying that somebody's going to die in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I had to work on that one.
Yeah.
And again, people can't help. If a doctor says you only got 3 months to live, he can't help it. That's the data in him. So now the question is, at some point, who's going to start deleting the data? But it's so easy.
Can we delete all the data?
I'm sorry?
Can we delete all the data?
That's a divinity's job, not mine. My job is to appeal, divinity's job is to erase, so I can't say to divinity. Like, occasionally I say, come on, hurry up, hurry up.
Did Buddha delete all the data as far as you can tell?
You'll have to talk to Buddha.
So, when you think of enlightened masters on the planet, you don't necessarily think of them with data deleted then, or do you?
No. I'm more interested, like in somebody else. I'm not interested whether Shakespeare is a risen master. I'm more interested in some insights that I could use to get some of these ideas across. For example, Shakespeare's, I think the notion that poor soul, how did that, poor soul, these rebel powers that thee array. So Shakespeare's already said, hello, the sin, or the error is in the soul. So I go, oh, yeah, that's sure. It's not out there someplace. It's a rebel power, what Shakespeare called for, be moan, grievances for gone. It's played before, it's going to play again. The tragedy is, we don't know that. That's the tragedy. We don't know that the data runs us. That's the tragedy. And so we're going to repeat it over and over.
Have you reached a point in your own evolution where you can see where the data runs you and where you are clear?
Sometimes, but rarely. I'm more interested in keeping the cleaning going nonstop. I don't go that route. Because I'm absolutely clear in my soul that the divinity has given me one more chance to make amends for whatever is going on in me. So I'm clear that my only purpose for existence is to free myself, so that I can be freed and once more be in line with the light and be an enlightened soul. Yeah.